ask you a question. Why do some people seem to achieve everything they set their minds to, while others struggle despite working hard? Is it intelligence? Connections? Luck? No. It all comes down to three crucial skills that dictate success in every field, every industry, and every stage of life. Ignore these, and you'll always wonder why you're stuck. But if you master them, you'll open doors you never even knew existed. By the end of this speech, you'll know exactly what these skills are, why they matter, and how you can start mastering them today. This isn't motivation, this is a game plan. Let's dive in. Imagine this. Two people walk into a room. One knows how to speak with confidence, express ideas clearly, and persuade others. The other stumbles over their words, struggles to make a point, and lacks presence. Who do you think succeeds? Communication is not just talking, it's influence, it's negotiation, it's leadership. If you can't communicate well, opportunities slip through your fingers, no matter how skilled you are. Want proof? Look at the most powerful leaders, business icons, and even the people you admire. Their ability to communicate sets them apart. The good news? This is a learnable skill. Start by practicing clarity. Simplify your message. Learn to read people. Body language speaks louder than words, and most importantly, develop the ability to persuade. Those who master communication master success. The world is changing at a speed we've never seen before. What worked yesterday is outdated today. The biggest threat to your success? Being rigid. The most successful people don't just work hard, they work smart. They learn, adapt, and reinvent themselves constantly. Think about industries that have disappeared: video rental stores, typewriters, film cameras. The people who clung to the past failed. The ones who adapted thrived. So how do you develop adaptability? Simple. Train yourself to embrace change. Read daily. Stay curious. And develop a mindset that welcomes challenges instead of fearing them. The ability to learn fast is the new superpower. You can have talent, you can have intelligence. But if you lack discipline, you'll never see real success. The truth is, motivation fades. Inspiration is temporary, but discipline, that's what separates the winners from the dreamers. Every great athlete, entrepreneur, and leader understands this. Consistency is the secret weapon. Showing up every day, putting in the work, and staying focused even when no one is watching. The best part? You don't need to be born with discipline. You build it. One habit at a time. Start small, commit to a schedule, hold yourself accountable, do this, and success becomes inevitable. So here's the question. Will you master these three skills, or will you let life control you? If you can communicate effectively, adapt quickly, and stay disciplined, there is no obstacle you can't overcome. But if you ignore these skills, you'll always be at the mercy of circumstances. The choice is yours. Will you take action, or will you stay the same? Your future is in your hands. Make the right move. Success is not an accident. It's not a mystery, a stroke of luck, or something reserved for a select few. It is the result of mastering the right skills that shape your mindset, your actions, and ultimately your results. If you've ever wondered why some people seem to achieve everything they set their minds to while others struggle despite their efforts, the answer is simple. Mastery. Mastery is what separates the extraordinary from the average. It's what allows individuals to rise above the noise, command respect, and create opportunities that others don't even see. Look at the most successful people in any field. Business, sports, entertainment, science, or leadership. They all have one thing in common. They have mastered a set of skills that make them unstoppable. Many people believe that intelligence, connections, or even luck play the biggest roles in success. While those factors can have an impact, they are not the deciding factors. Intelligence without mastery leads to wasted potential. Connections without skill lead to short-lived success. Luck without preparation is meaningless. True success is built on a foundation of skills that, once mastered, give you the power to control your future. The challenge is that most people never take the time to truly master anything. They dabble. They try something for a few weeks, get frustrated, and move on to something else. They wait for motivation to push them forward instead of committing to the process of mastery. But mastery is not about talent, it's about persistence. It's about making the decision to get better every single day, no matter how small the progress may seem. The world does not reward mediocrity. It rewards those who stand out, those who have refined their skills to the point where they become indispensable. Think about the professionals you admire, the top athletes, the most successful entrepreneurs, the most influential leaders. They didn't get there by being average. They dedicated themselves to mastering skills that gave them a competitive edge. Mastery is also the key to confidence. When you are truly skilled at something, you no longer second guess yourself. You no longer fear competition. You know that you bring something valuable to the table. This confidence is not fake or forced. It comes from the deep understanding that you have put in the work, that you have earned the right to be where you are. The good news is that mastery is not reserved for the gifted or the lucky. It is available to anyone willing to put in the effort. It starts with a decision to stop settling for being good enough and to start striving for excellence. It requires patience, practice, and an unshakable commitment to growth. It means embracing challenges, learning from failures, and continuously pushing yourself beyond your comfort zone. In the end, the power of mastery is the power to shape your own destiny. The question is, are you willing to commit to it? 2, in today's world, having basic skills is no longer enough. They help you survive, but survival alone is not the goal. Excellence is. The difference between those who merely get by and those who truly succeed comes down to one thing: the ability to rise above the average, to go beyond what is expected, and to master the skills that lead to greatness. The truth is, the modern world does not reward those who simply do what is required. It rewards those who exceed expectations, who refine their abilities, and who develop an edge over the competition. For centuries, having basic skills was sufficient. If you could read, write, and work hard, you could build a decent life. But times have changed. The economy is evolving, technology is advancing, and competition is fiercer than ever. In every industry, the people who merely do the bare minimum are the ones who struggle. They live paycheck to paycheck, constantly worried about the future, because they have only done enough to survive. But look at those who thrive, those who create wealth, impact, and opportunities. They are the ones who have mastered key skills that make them irreplaceable. The difference between survival and excellence is not intelligence. It is not luck. It is not even hard work alone. The difference is mastery. Those who aim for excellence understand that in a world where information is everywhere and competition is global, simply doing the basics is not enough. If you want to succeed, you must develop skills that make you stand out. You must go beyond what is expected and become exceptional in areas that matter. Consider 2 employees in the same company. One does exactly what they are told, never takes the initiative, and remains in the same position for years. The other constantly improves, takes on challenges, and learns skills that make them more valuable. Who do you think gets promoted? Who do you think becomes a leader? The same principle applies in every aspect of life. Those who seek excellence open doors that others don't even realize exist. Mastering the right skills doesn't just bring financial success, it brings freedom. When you are excellent at what you do, you have control over your life. You have options. You are not at the mercy of circumstances, hoping that someone will give you an opportunity. Instead, you create opportunities. You command respect. You build a life on your own terms. Excellence is not an accident. It is a choice. It requires the willingness to put in the extra effort, to invest in learning, and to push beyond what is comfortable. It requires discipline, persistence, and the mindset to never settle for just enough. In a world that is constantly changing, the people who choose survival will always struggle, but those who choose excellence will always rise. The question is, which one will you choose? Will you settle for survival? Or will you strive for something greater? The decision you make will determine the life you live. Success is not random. It is not a mystery, nor is it something that happens by accident. When you study the most successful people, whether they are billionaires, world-class athletes, industry leaders, or influential thinkers, you start to notice a pattern. Despite their different backgrounds, fields, and personalities, they all share certain traits and skills that set them apart. This common thread is the foundation of their success, and if you look closely, you'll realize that it's not about luck, intelligence, or privilege. It's about mastering the right skills. What separates extraordinary individuals from the rest is not just their goals or their ambition. Many people dream of success, but few achieve it. The difference lies in what successful people focus on mastering. They do not waste time on distractions or chase short-term rewards. Instead, they dedicate themselves to refining skills that bring long-term value. They understand that success is not a one-time event, but a result of daily habits, disciplined effort, and continuous learning. One of the most striking similarities among the world's most accomplished individuals is their ability to communicate effectively. Whether in business, politics, entertainment, or sports, those at the top know how to express their ideas clearly, influence others, and command attention. Look at great leaders. Every single one of them has mastered the art of persuasion and storytelling. They know that the ability to connect with people is just as important as technical knowledge or expertise. Another key factor is adaptability. The most successful individuals never remain stagnant. They embrace change, learn new skills, and evolve with the times. They do not fear uncertainty because they have trained themselves to be flexible. Think about the business leaders who saw opportunities in shifting markets, or the athletes who reinvented their game to stay ahead. Success requires the ability to learn, unlearn, and relearn. Those who resist change often find themselves left behind, while those who adapt continue to thrive. Beyond communication and adaptability, the most crucial trait that unites successful people is discipline. They do not rely on motivation alone because they know it fades. Instead, they create routines, build strong habits, and commit to their goals even when they don't feel like it. The best athletes train even when they are exhausted. The best entrepreneurs put in the work long before they see results. The best artists practice their craft relentlessly. The difference between those who achieve greatness and those who don't is often as simple as the ability to stay consistent. The truth is, success is predictable. When you study those who have achieved extraordinary things, you realize they are not special. They have just mastered specific skills and applied them consistently. The good news is that anyone can do the same. The path to success is open to anyone willing to put in the effort to learn and apply these principles. The question is, will you commit to mastering these skills, or will you remain on the sidelines watching others succeed? Most people will never reach their full potential, not because they lack talent, intelligence, or opportunity, but because they fail to develop the skills that truly matter. This is the harsh truth that many refuse to accept. Success is not about how hard you work. Many people work hard their entire lives and still struggle. It's not about how smart you are. Intelligent people often fail because they lack execution. And it's certainly not about luck. Those who depend on luck end up waiting forever. The real difference between success and failure comes down to mastering the right skills. Without them, no amount of effort will get you where you want to be. Think about it. How many people do you know who are stuck in the same place year after year? They complain about their job, their financial situation, their lack of opportunities, yet they do nothing to change it. They believe that if they just keep working hard, somehow everything will magically fall into place. But that's not how life works. If you are not developing the skills that move you forward, you will always remain stuck. Effort without strategy is wasted energy. This is why so many people feel frustrated despite doing everything they were told. They went to school, got a degree, found a job, and followed the conventional path, only to realize that the world has changed. The skills that used to guarantee success are no longer enough. In today's world, being average is the same as being invisible. If you are not constantly improving, you are falling behind. The biggest mistake people make is assuming that success is about external factors, connections, background, or luck. In reality, success is built from the inside out. It's about what you learn, how you think, and the habits you develop. Without the right skills, even the best opportunities will slip through your fingers. On the other hand, if you master key skills like communication, adaptability, and discipline, you can create your own opportunities no matter where you start from. Here's another hard truth. Nobody is coming to save you. If you don't take control of your own growth, nobody else will do it for you. Schools won't teach you these essential skills. Employers won't train you to be independent. Society won't hand you a roadmap to success. If you don't take the initiative to learn, improve, and grow, you will always be at the mercy of circumstances. But the good news is that you have the power to change. You are not stuck unless you choose to be. The difference between those who succeed and those who don't is not talent or luck. It's the willingness to do what others won't. It's the decision to stop making excuses, to stop waiting, and to start mastering the skills that truly matter, because in the end, you either control your future or you let life control you. The choice is yours. What if, by the end of this speech, you discovered something so valuable that it could change the entire trajectory of your life? What if you realized that success isn't as complicated as you once thought? That it all comes down to mastering just a few essential skills? Would you take action? Or would you let the moment pass like so many others before? Here's the challenge. Listen closely to what I'm about to share. If by the end, you don't see the undeniable value of these skills, if you don't feel a shift in the way you think about success, then you're free to ignore everything I say. But if something resonates with you, if you feel that spark of realization, then you owe it to yourself to do something about it. Because what you're about to hear isn't just advice. It's a blueprint for transforming your life. Too often, people hear powerful ideas and do nothing with them. They get inspired for a moment, nod in agreement, and then go right back to their old habits. They tell themselves they'll start tomorrow, that they'll take action when the time is right. But the time is never right. There is never a perfect moment. The people who succeed in life are the ones who stop waiting and start doing. This challenge is not about simply listening, it's about commitment. Will you be one of the few who actually apply what they learn? Or will you let these ideas fade into the background like all the other knowledge you've collected but never used? The difference between those who achieve greatness and those who don't is not intelligence, luck, or talent. It's the ability to take action. Most people spend their entire lives making excuses. They convince themselves that they're too busy, too young, too old, or too inexperienced. They wait for the right opportunity instead of creating one. But here's the truth. The only thing standing between you and success is your willingness to step up and master the skills that matter. The moment you stop blaming circumstances and start taking responsibility for your growth, everything changes. So here's my challenge to you. Don't just passively consume this information. Engage with it, question it, apply it. By the end of this speech, make a decision. Either commit to mastering these essential skills or accept the reality that your life will stay exactly the same. There is no middle ground. If you're serious about success, if you truly want to break free from limitations and reach your full potential, then this challenge is for you. But it's not enough to simply agree with what I'm saying. The real test is whether you'll do something about it. Will you rise to the challenge? Or will you let this moment slip away like all the others? The choice is yours. If you had to bet your entire future on just a few skills, would you know which ones to choose? The truth is, most people don't. They spend years chasing temporary knowledge, following trends, and hoping that what they learn will somehow lead to success. But success isn't about knowing a little bit of everything. It's about mastering the few skills that truly matter. The right skills don't just help you make money or gain recognition. They give you control over your life. They allow you to navigate challenges, seize opportunities, and create a future on your own terms. Think about it. Every successful person you admire in any industry has one thing in common. They have mastered a set of skills that make them irreplaceable. They are not successful because of luck or talent alone. They have developed abilities that separate them from the crowd. And while the world constantly changes, the fundamental skills that drive success remain the same. Yet most people never take the time to truly master anything. They jump from one thing to another, looking for shortcuts, hoping for instant results. But mastery doesn't work that way. The people who truly succeed are the ones who focus on mastering the right skills and refining them until they become second nature. They understand that skill is power. The more valuable your skills, the more control you have over your future. The problem is that society conditions people to focus on the wrong things. Schools teach outdated knowledge that rarely applies to real life. Jobs train employees to be replaceable rather than exceptional. Social media floods people with distractions instead of meaningful growth. As a result, most people spend years learning things that have no real impact on their success. They focus on memorizing information rather than developing skills that create opportunities. But here's the truth. Success is not about what you know. It's about what you can do. The world rewards action, execution, and results. You don't get ahead by simply knowing facts. You get ahead by applying knowledge in a way that makes a difference. The right skills give you confidence, independence, and the ability to adapt to any situation. Without them, you are at the mercy of circumstances, constantly reacting instead of taking control. The good news, these skills are available to anyone willing to put in the effort. You don't need to be born with special talents. You don't need a privileged background. All you need is the discipline to learn, practice, and refine the skills that matter most. The challenge is that most people won't do it. They will listen, agree, and then go back to doing the same things they've always done. But for those who choose to take action, who commit to mastering the right skills, the rewards are limitless. So ask yourself, are you willing to invest in the skills that will shape your future, or will you leave your success to chance? The answer to that question will define everything that happens next.